and welcome to another day of accountability. Today we are doing our think at the end, which is our daily boost. And our think session, we're going to pull a card to help give us a message. And always on this day, I like to think about self-care, like we do. We have like a financial focus day, and we have, like a general business and things like that. But today is all about us. It's all about internalizing. It's about ourselves. So as I was going through this, I was thinking about the book club session that we did yesterday, and also the accountability session we did yesterday in Virtual CoWorking Space. And we talked a lot about obsession, and I shared a story about how I became obsessed with this house and I ended up moving in. And pretty much anything that you obsess over, welcome Nikki, pretty much anything that you obsess over will come into fruition. We talked about this. So I just want to touch on that. I talked on a very positive experience that I obsessed over yesterday. And it also works the same with the whole negative obsession. Like it's so interesting to me about, I did a weight loss journey, several years ago after I had my third child. And after my first couple of children, I was very much stuck in a situation where I was very overweight, and I felt like I couldn't do anything about it. And I obsessed over my weight, and I obsessed over how much bigger I was, and I obsessed over basically not being able to do things. Martha says, I remember you licking a cheese triangle. This is absolutely true. I started one day a switch flicked in me, and I decided to do a 30-day juice fast. And during this 30 days, I remember sharing about how I craved food so much that I would go and find a cheese triangle, and then I'd think, oh, that won't hurt. And then I would start licking the cheese triangle and then throw it in the bin. Yeah, that was a crazy time. But yes, I did lose a lot of weight, by the way. I went through a period of time and I lost about 35 kilograms. That's how overweight I was, and that's how much weight I lost. But the thing is, before I actually lost the weight, I was obsessing over how big I was, and obsessing over my aches and my pains and how I didn't like myself and look at myself in the mirror. And I basically stayed stuck until one day, like I say, like something switched in me, and suddenly I wanted to obsess over how good I could look. And I wanted to obsess over how much healthier I could feel. And I wanted to obsess over all the things that I could do once I'd lost the weight, like wear nicer clothes and feel better about myself. And I suddenly started obsessing over that instead of obsessing over how I had to go on every diet under the sun and the diets weren't working and da-da-da-da-da. So then I was able to drop this weight like so fast once I started obsessing over the thing that I really wanted and not the thing that was actually happening. So why am I saying this, and how does this relate to today's affirmation? Well, today's affirmation, the title of this video, is Allow the Dreams. And the affirmation is, I allow myself to dream. Now, why am I saying this? Because if we don't obsess over our dreams and the things that we really, really want, we're going to obsess in a different way over the things that we don't want, and then we're going to get more of that. So a lot of people don't allow themselves to dream because they feel like they want to stay grounded, they want to stay in reality. I'm a Taurus, I'm one of those people too. I love to stay grounded, I love to stay realistic. That's kind of like, I feel that's almost like a sort of genetic makeup inside me. But you have to also accept at the same time that you have to have dreams, and you have to allow yourself to dream in order to obsess over something good. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in that stuck energy of like, I don't want to get too excited about something. I don't want to feel disappointed if it doesn't work out. You cannot obsess in a positive way over something you don't want. So you have to create dreams, and you have to create visions in order to obsess over something that's good for you. Otherwise, you will simply obsess over things that are not. And either way, there's always something within us that obsesses over things. It might be, in financial terms, it could be obsessing over bills that you can't pay, or obsessing over things that you don't have the money to buy or you can't have, instead of thinking about obsessing over, when you get it, what you're going to do with it. And like I was saying, I started obsessing over the clothes I was going to wear, and I would start obsessing over what I'm going to look like and how my body's going to change. And I actually really became really highly focused on the changes in my body and how I was going to look. And I truly 100% believe that shift in what I was obsessing over, as in obsessing over like a million different diets that don't work and fail, obsessing over not losing the weight, obsessing over not feeling how I want to feel, not looking how I want to look. Suddenly I shifted into that other mode and everything came back. And the other mode was a dream, because it was a dream, because it wasn't my reality. So I had to allow myself to dream about it and not be sat in that fear of, well, what if I don't get it and I'll be disappointed and then I'll feel even worse, So allow yourself to dream. So the affirmation today, write it in the comments, write it in your journal. I allow myself to dream. Do not be afraid of really opening up your heart and your mind to the things that are not already there and existing around you, and obsess over those. Don't obsess over the things that you can't do and you can't have and aren't there right now. So that's the affirmation. We're going to do our daily accountability, and I strongly advise in your visualization you allow yourself to dream, and you push a little bit further, and you start thinking about all the possibilities that are on the other end of your goal, and really make those something that you can grasp on and grab a feeling for, because it's really going to make all the difference. So we're going to close off the camera now, and I should say see you on the other side in about 5 minutes. First, we're going to do our gratitude. Think about the day before. Think about everything that you feel grateful for from the day before and write it down. You can find at least one thing. Let's begin. Next, we're going to read our goal. This should be written down somewhere. Read it through right now in the next minute. Now we're going to spend 1 minute closing our eyes and doing a visualization. Visualize yourself having achieved the goal, or the things around you that show you've achieved the goal. Let's begin. Well done. And finally, we have our most important task for the day. Write down a task that you want to accomplish today that's going to help you take one step further to your goal. Think about it. Let's begin. Well done. You have now completed your daily CoCreate accountability. Stick around for our daily boost inside virtualcoworkingspace.com. Welcome back. Well done. You did your daily accountability. We're going to do our daily boost now. So we're going to pull a card and we're going to see what comes up. If anything comes up on this topic or what comes up that we need to know today. What do we need to figure out today? What do we need to think about today? The stories I tell myself create my reality. So again, this comes back down to allowing yourself to dream, because that's what does create your reality. The stories that you tell yourself, being able to obsess over a story that is something that you truly want in life and you want to be able to achieve in life. And it doesn't matter what size it is, if it doesn't mean you have to have aspirations to become a billionaire and have a yacht and things like that. I mean, it's the most important thing is that it's something that brings about this feeling of happiness, contentment, joy, whatever it is that you want to feel. Make sure that your dream is in alignment with that, and then obsess over it, and then tell yourself the stories about it. Just like I did, I was telling myself the stories about how I'm going to feel when I can wear these clothes. I would start going to look for these clothes in the shops and think about what would I wear if I was 30 kilos lighter. I would really obsess over those things. And I would start shopping on Amazon, and looking at clothes on Amazon, but I wasn't looking at clothes for the big me, which, I would constantly look at to shop for. I would look for clothes specifically for the little me. Now I'm a sort of in between me because I've had two more kids, but fortunately, I never gained back, all of the 35 kilos. I do still have about 8 kilos to lose to get back again, but still, I know I'm going to do it. And thank you so much. Martha says I'm beautiful as always. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. That was today's accountability session, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow for another one. Well done to you all who are doing these accountability sessions, because they're going to make a massive difference. They're incremental. Just keep doing it day by day by day. Okay, take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Well done you for completing your daily accountability. I am super proud of you. You have done so well. And don't forget, you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space every day, where I create these videos live. Please do like this video if you do like it, because I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a comment down below with the affirmation of the day. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.